Varsity Club, welcome back to another classic. It is time for the college football playoff. It's here. And also, before I show you guys the brackets, I got a little surprise. More on that in a second. So first up is our matchup versus Air Force, and this is going to be an interesting one. Now, Air Force was number 3 in the polls, but they actually fell back to the 4th spot. Notre Dame actually jumped them a little bit, but I honestly would rather play Air Force than I would play Notre Dame. What's even crazier to me is Lee Corso is picking Air Force to upset us. Are you kidding me? Your other matchup is going to be Oklahoma, who was number 1. We jumped them to be number 1, so they're sitting at 2 versus Notre Dame. Corso's picking 2 upsets here. He picks Notre Dame and Air Force to go to the national title. We're about to see. Now, a couple of quick announcements here. We're going to see Aaron Adams win the Heisman out of UCF. They got a Heisman winner. They didn't really win a national title, but they're going to have the Heisman winner. In his last game, he ran for 265 yards and 4 touchdowns. I mean, I get it, but that would have been John McConnell's had he not got hurt. Going through the all NCAA teams and the freshman teams, we'll do that really quickly. You're going to see Dexter Williams, who we just faced against Indiana, gets the quarterback spot. Aaron Adams, obviously the starting running back, but Jason Barr does make first-team All-American, which you got to love. As we keep pushing down through, no one else really on our offense is going to get it, but on defense, we see Mark Mullins, who again had a great season overall. Jason Capps, our all-time sack leader, is on there as well. We're going to see Josh Cole, the middle linebacker. We're going to see Mike Hemphill, a true freshman, the starting corner on the first-team All-American list. That is a heck of an honor, so kudos to him. John Hall, who couldn't catch a pass for like half of the season, then caught it for about 4 or 5 games, and then stopped catching, is on there as well. We have our 2 starting corners. Ray Walton, the junior, strong safety. I mean, that's a lot of dudes in the first team. On the second team, we see Brady Cook from Mizzou, Caleb Rivera, who was a Heisman candidate as well, Booker, who we obviously dealt with last year for Michigan, Xavier Watts from Notre Dame, who's a stud. As we move down, you see us having Shannon Smith, the left guard. We're also going to have Austin Cooper, right tackle. So 2 of our guys made second team, which is a giant W. As we keep moving down to see who else we have, Jamal Patterson, the defensive tackle, often forgotten about. The junior is going to make that list as well. We're going to see Stephen Lowe at right outside linebacker, his first real time starting out there as a redshirt freshman. Dwayne Cole, who had an up and down season, but again, shows a lot of promise for us overall. As we keep moving down, we're going to have Garner Conley, another stud, who in my opinion, maybe could have made first team, but still second team is not that bad of a deal. On the freshman teams to go down, it's going to have University of Kentucky's quarterback as the starting guy, as well as UCLA and Georgia having halfbacks there. Tom Baker and Jeremy Willis both make the starting spots for the freshman wide receivers. We keep pushing down a little bit to see what we have here, and we literally just have Stephen Lowe, obviously on the second team. We have Mike Hemphill, who made, I believe, the first team, and that's not bad. Again, our guys dominated. And then lastly, from a Big Ten standpoint, Jason Barr makes it there, running back. Tom Baker makes it there, receiver, the second receiver spot. Arroyo's on for left tackle. Shannon Smith, obviously, is there going to be there for our left guard. Right tackle's Austin Cooper. Mark Mullins is on there as well. Jason Capps is there. Josh Cole is there. Stephen Lowe, Hemphill, John Hall, Ray Walton. And even our punter made it on. He got something. And then really quickly, the second team, again, not a lot there on offense for us. A lot of our guys are already there. But we see Terry Harvey get the right guard spot. We keep moving down. We're going to see right end for Mario Moses, defensive tackle for Jamal Patterson and Bobby Edwards. Put some respect on Bobby Edwards' name, in my opinion. And then as we keep moving down, we're going to see Dwayne Cole and then Garner Conley fill out those spots. And then the last thing we'll run through before we obviously wrap this up and get into the game. Dexter Williams wins your Maxwell Award with John McConnell, despite being injured for like literally half the season, or at least a third of the season, ends up finishing 3rd. Move on to the Walter Camp. Aaron Adams gets that with McConnell finishing 5th. The Bednarik, we're going to see Josh Cole with Hemphill finishing 2nd. And then we also had John Hall and Stephen Lowe all there in the top 5. So our guys were literally killing it defensively this year. The Nagurski goes to Keviante Spears, with us having Mullins and Capps there at the 4 and the 6 spots. O'Brien goes to Dexter Williams with McConnell finishing 4th. We move on to the Walker. Again, we're not really going to see our guy Jason Barr there, but he had a late resurgence, so he wasn't really qualified for the list, but still a fantastic year. The Bolitnikov goes to Looper out of Mizzou. They had a really fantastic offensive passing attack this year. Kudos to them. The Mackey goes to Finley out of Buffalo. We're going to see the Outland go to Baker out of Notre Dame. The Remington goes to Spurlock out of Oklahoma. The Lombardi goes to our guy Mark Mullins, with Jason Capps finishing in the 4th spot. Again, love seeing our guys get major awards like this. Best linebacker is going to go to Josh Cole, again, an absolute stud, with Stephen Lowe finishing 7th on that list. The Thorpe goes to who else? Mike Hemphill, who might have had the craziest season I think ever for us, which gotta love what he did. John Hall finished 2nd, and then Ray Walton getting 7th down there. DeGroza, our kicker, didn't really have the best season. He missed a lot of extra points, isn't going to finish there. And then the Guy Award, we're going to see Barnes actually get 6, which again, Might be the highest of punters ever finished there for us. And then lastly, returnman, Craig Wilson is going to get that honor. We didn't really have anybody focusing on returns this year, but that might change in the future. You never know. It is time to cement our legacy here. We're in the college football playoffs. We're playing an Air Force team that honestly we kind of think is overrated, but you might notice something. What you should hopefully notice is that we're rocking some brand new uniforms. One of the many incredible uniforms we're going to have going into next season. And believe me, they're pretty tough. Now, one thing I just want to point out on the helmet, you're going to see that it has sort of a Coyotes, sort of a script era helmet. It's beautiful. Additionally, in the back of the helmet, you're going to see a little circle with the number 8 on it. The number 8 has a lot of meanings in this series. We always give it to an incredible player that we think is just, worthy of donning it. But that number 8 has a little bit more significance. I'll probably get into the story in the offseason because there's more time to do it there. But the number 8 was the number that one of my best friends wore in high school. She unfortunately passed away due to Wilson's disease. And so I've always tried to honor her in some way through my content. Number 8 is what she wore, so we try to make sure we represent in the series. I do just want to give a major shout out really quickly, which again, we'll do it again in the offseason, but to Wad and Houston on Mark, because without them, these jerseys, this uniform, all the stuff that I wanted to ultimately do doesn't happen without them. Now you're probably saying like, oh, I'm getting the Bengals vibe with these jerseys. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely the level of inspiration that we had with these jerseys, but I wanted to give you guys something new, something fresh, something crazy, and I think we honestly did a really good job. So again, Wad, Houston on Mark, thanks for making this come to life. Now, Air Force is a talented team. They went undefeated, but they're not a super highly rated team. I don't know if they're really for real, but we're going to find that out sooner rather than later here. Riley, all the time in the world, is going to pick up some yards here. A lot of daylight, and he's out of bounds cleanly. He did a really good job just sort of breaking all that down, going through his progressions and finding a guy that really made the most sense for him. Now, he's going deep, and that one is thrown where no one can catch it, thank God. And also, someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this is the highest we have ever seen an Air Force team ranked. That's just kind of wild to me. All right, here we go, 2nd and 10. A little bit of pressure here, but we're going to see Baker get another concussion. Barr trying to get the first down here to keep this drive alive. He's going to find a little bit of a gap, and it looks like at least now they're blocking better than they were in the previous week. We've got a really good drive going so far. Love what I'm seeing from the squad. Keeping it moving. Baker wide open. A lot of room in front of him. Great moves. Got multiple guys falling him right inside the 20. 1st and 10 again inside the red zone. Riley hit him with a little play action. Got his guy Anthony Minor. Don't really see him involved in the passing game itself, but he's got us inside the 3. Love what I'm seeing. The team is playing so good right now. Little dump off here to Stewart. And look, Sean Stewart's taking a lot of care. He's sort of like a touchdown vulture for us right now. But you know what? A touchdown's a touchdown. We'll take it. That felt like a really good drive. We didn't take too many risks. We marched in the field pretty quickly. And all of a sudden, Air Force is kind of in shambles. And as we say that, they get a beautiful pass. And that dude's still running. Air Force is a pretty balanced team. They've got a really good passing game. They've got some guys that can obviously run the football as well. They've got a lot of trickeration they sort of do, and we're trying to make sure that we don't get caught up with that, but they're going to be a tough offense to stop. Now, also important to note, they are missing their starting left tackle, so things are interesting, but yo, Dwayne Cole delivers a heck of a hit there. Defense ready to get things going here. Low watching out of the backfield. Their tight end's going to move. We're watching the running back out of this one, but he's staying pretty much put. They go for another slant, and that is one thing that we just cannot stop. John Hall gets torched. Our goal here, though, is to put a little bit of pressure on the quarterback. He's had a solid year, but again, pressure he hasn't really dealt the most with. He throws an absolute dot. Hall got burnt. That is 2 consecutive plays he gave up yards. Okay, so defensively, we have some problems right now. 1st and goal again. They got a guy going to the backfield. Nice little halfback toss here. Cole's going to try to get to him. He can, but Walton does bring him down. Bringing a little bit of pain here. This is the backfield. They got a guy in the doorstep, and he's going to fall short. Steve Lowe gets him after only 1 yard. Now, it looks like their running back actually got hurt there, but he just set the record for the most yards ever in Air Force in a single season on the rushing side of things. They go for a toss on the edge, and it's just IHOP all day. Pancakes for everybody. Nolan carries in the end zone. 1st and 10 again. I love what we had offensively, but it's just sort of what we were doing defensively was not the move. But look at Riley picking up big yards and going right by him. 1st and 10 again. Riley under center. Little dump off pass here. Okay, Air Force hitting hard. 2nd and short. Safety's coming up in the box. They have no help over the top. Riley sees his guy. He throws one. Robert Roth is there. It's a little underthrown, and Roth nearly has it on that one. If that one is thrown 3 seconds earlier, it's absolutely a touchdown. Robert Roth is in the end zone, dancing however he feels. Whether it's the gritty or something else, he's going crazy. And right now, speaking of going crazy, is Jason Barr. Who just did the craziest move we've ever seen? You can't stop him. That man is a Heisman candidate next year, easy. I don't have any words. You could argue there are better plays that have happened in Cascade Valley history, but I don't think you could argue there was a dirtier one. I mean, multiple ankles were broken. 2nd and 9, Air Force knows they got to answer back because that was just an absolute morale killer there. They're going to the edge. Cole trying to get there. He ends up getting caught up. This quarterback is out here hoofing it. Ray Wall is going to try to bring him down. He does, but Britton picks up 35 yards. He's got over 1,100 yards rushing this season. This is a dual threat QB. We're still trying to get some pressure on this guy. He's going back with the run again. We're whiffing on him. This dude ends up getting brought down, but again, he's doing damage. Bringing a lot of our guys in the box. Press coverage all day. There we go. About time someone gets in the backfield. About time. So far, we're not doing the best on 3rd downs against them. They're 2 for 2. Oh, they're going with the halfback screen. We know what play's coming. Get out in front of it. Stephen Lowe nearly has him. Cole does, and then he got across the line. I have no words. This might end up being a shootout. I mean, Air Force is right there. We want to get to the national championship for the first time in school history. If we're going to do so, we've got to get some stops here. The QB's running. Expose him. This man is killing us. This is Tim Tebow 7.0. Good Lord, can we get a stop? First quarter's winding down here. Fake Tim Tebow's in the backfield. We're sending the blitz at him, and Stephen Lowe with a big sack. Pause if needed, but I will take what he got there. Blitz in. They had no one to answer for me. The mismatch we wanted, and the QB goes down. Oh, no. Their quarterback's injured? I'm not mad. So they're going to have Turner come in at quarterback. This dude's wearing number 21. Is he actually a quarterback or is he a halfback? This scares me for a lot of different reasons. Because their rushing attack is already good. Okay, something interesting to know. This dude's first name is Cannon. What the heck? His last name's Turner. He's really only thrown 19 passes this year, and he's 2 for 19. Hello? From a rating standpoint, he's pretty fast. His throw power is 83. Throw accuracy is a 76. He's a redshirt senior. So not exactly the best passer in the world. They are 3 for 3 on 3rd downs. We've not been able to stop them, but they don't have their starting quarterback in. They got this backup dude wearing number 21 at QB, which is oddly weird, but oddly scary at the same time. Cole bringing some pressure. He throws one. It's a dump off pass. Carries there. And they're about to tie it up. Again, I genuinely see why this team is undefeated as well. They are unbelievably prepared, and they make really smart reads and plays. I think at some point we'll figure out sort of a way to stop them, but as of right now, it's a little scary. I'm going to be honest. Riley's having a great game, 7-9, 121 through the ground. Got 2 passing touchdowns. A lot of W's in the young man's future. Little pass underneath to Roth. Back-to-back plays. He goes for 10. First and again, Riley under center. And yeah, the defensive end, linebacker, whatever that dude is, he was ready. This game is definitely going to come down to whoever can figure out how to make a stop. And right now, they're looking a lot better than we are on defense. 2nd and 13. Baker absolutely exposing these linebackers trying to cover him. Couple of guys crossing, 3rd and short. I mean, you're just not going to cover Tom Baker. This dude is exploiting them non-stop as he's down to the 10. Another big game for the dude. I mean, there's a reason why he's one of the best freshmen in the nation. Been really good in the red zone so far, but that extra linebacker there has us a little panic. We're actually not going to go with the play we originally designed. We're going to switch it up. And we're going to let Stewart go up the middle. Solid carry gets us inside about the 5. A little bit of a heavier formation here. Trying to trick Air Force up a little bit. The big fella Barrett carries it. He doesn't really get too far, but he's close. 3rd and 3. We're trying to get Barr out here to the edge. See if we can get a block for him. An absolute pancake on the edge, and Barr has enough speed to get in there. We'll take the 3-yard touchdown run. We will take the lead, and dear God, can we get some help on defense? Air Force is doing a lot. We've just got to find a way to stop them, and it's looking like a little bit better opportunity here. If we can go into halftime of the Rose Bowl with the lead, I'm 100% here for it. About 4 minutes left in the half. Speaking of going into halftime, and dear God, please get a stop. We have yet to stop them on a 3rd down conversion. We blitz guys apparently from the wrong side, and we absolutely paid for it. Their backup QB still in. Oh, this man might go for a lot here. 10 more yards. We're trying to get as many guys as we can, like up in the box now, just to fill gaps, but I mean, they are finding creative ways to. Oh no, we went past the QB. We had him. 2nd and inches are actually in shotgun from one, so we might actually see a pass. And he had nowhere to go. This dude ain't got no arm. He's not throwing it deep. He's throwing checkdowns. Love what I'm seeing there. Absolutely love what I'm seeing there. We're playing the pass the whole way, though they're probably running it, but we're just going to pray to God they're passing. And they are. This bodes well for us. He's throwing. Are you kidding me? Who is this man? It's the backup. His name, I guess his name is Cannon, so that explains it. Okay, I'm crying. 2 passes for 22 yards. This man's saucing us up right now. Press cover pretty much across the board. Trying to establish this. They go to the pitch man out here, and Walton's going to stop him from getting the first, but they get 9 yards. Like, we really can't stop this run. Wanted to see if we can just lock up here in the middle. We're actually blitzing off the edge for 2 different people. We'll see how that works. Trying to get some pressure. They go for the dump off. That was the guy we were supposed to cover, but you know what? I'll take that over the 9-10 yards they have been getting. I mean, this little single wide receiver formation is killing me. We got in the backfield, but I mean, they still got 2. The thing I'm ultimately trying to do here, though, is just force them to pass the football, because I like our guys one-on-one with what they have, because their quarterback's doing that. 6 for 6 on 3rd down. Like, this is a different level of obnoxious. Okay, we're playing the pass the whole way. Please, lock up. I hate it here. I really do. You tell me we lose to Alabama right in the college football playoffs, I get it. But you tell me we're going to lose to Air Force? I don't have words for that. I see why this is the most annoying team in the world to face. Them and probably Georgia Tech. 2nd and 10. We're bringing that pain. Please. No. Please. How, Sway? I got to admit. We out there getting cooked. Defense ain't doing nothing. We're trying, though. Oh, Riley. Oh, they got fast boys, too. 2nd and 15. Clock's running. Oh, I wanted to throw a bullet pass, but I don't care. We got Jared Gold. Call a timeout. I'm shocked that worked. Listen, I'm pretty sure we got the ball to start the half. We need to score here. Not a field goal. We need a touchdown here, okay? We need a tutty. Oh, my guy's out here zooming. Tom Baker! He's alive! That's now the record for the most yards in school history passing. Lonnie first downs, the legend himself. I see you, Tom Baker. I see you. All right, we still have 2 timeouts. We're holding on to 1 right now because we might need it here at the last second. Let's see what our guys can do. He's got one. He floats it. It's RJ Riley. Let's get in the end zone, baby. No shot Air Force can score in 19 seconds, right? Right? 9 seconds left here. We got to imagine they're going to go for the run. Like, there's no shot. They're out here trying to do something crazy, right? Yeah, let the quarterback keep it. I'm not trusting anybody else. So we're going to walk into halftime with a 7-point lead. Air Force is way more difficult than I thought they would be. But we got to play better D. All we need to do is lock up. Okay, it's not that difficult. Put a hat on every person out there and maybe force a fumble. That would be great too. Like, these dudes really don't even care about throwing the football. They're like, nah, we're good. Ray Walton, what a play. They have converted every single 3rd down. But there's no shot they get this one. It's 3rd and 12. Just lock up, please, defense. Jesus Christ. No! He fell forward. I don't know, man. Air Force is legit. Who would have thought? Apparently Air Force fans. Maybe their head coach. Maybe their players. I don't know. Oh, we got this man panicking. Oh, we're going to get him down. Let's go. Like, these dudes legit aren't passing the football unless it's 3rd down. They're like, nah, we're good. Well, they got 2 receivers in this play. What a stand-up hit by Mike Hemphill. 8 for 8 on 3rd downs. There's no shot they get this one. Play the pass. Do your job. Please. Okay. We're watching. I don't even care that we didn't get the interception. Finally, in the 3rd quarter, we stop them on 3rd down. Okay? Okay. They've been terrorizing us. Mike Hemphill, go off right here. This is your opportunity to make a big play in the Rose Bowl to get us a berth for the national championship. We're up 7. Feels like we're down 35. I need a big play here. Hemphill's going to field it, bouncing it out to the outside, liking his chances here. He's getting out to the edge. Can he cross the 50? He cuts it back. Hemphill's out here zooming. And there's a penalty on the play with the shoestring tackle.
It is what it is.
Every time Hemphill has a big return, I feel like a clipping penalty happens. This time it's on Doug Hall. Why? This has been a wild game. Like, I'm just blown away how crazy this has been. We got a 7-point lead. Let's add to it. Jason Barr trying to get to the edge. He cuts up a little bit. That is nearly the 1st down. He's about a half a yard away. Barr ready to get things going. Going right back to him here. Opportunity, great blocking. Jason Barr can't quite stretch it, but it's a big 19-yard run. 1st down, little action for Tom Baker here in the run game. Don't really see that very often. Baker trying to stretch it. Doesn't have the most acceleration, but he still's got pretty good speed. 2nd and short, little play action. Gold right where he wants to be. He's going to get to about the 6-yard line, and we're right where we need to be at this point. I got to give props to Cedric Riley. He's out there slinging that thing right now. 1st and goal. A heavy package going right to Barr, who gets maybe a yard. Stewart comes in, spare Barr this time. He gets an opportunity. He's going to cut it up. He tries to force his way through, and he's nearly there. We have got every single third down conversion we tried. 4 for 4. Not as impressive as what Air Force is. Their drives have been long and painful for us. They're trying to go, and they stand up Barr. I think we go for it. We've had our fair share of issues in this game, but I don't know if I believe a field goal is going to get the job done. No halfback toss has been our money play for goal line stuff, and the pancake we just saw from 88 there on the edge. Stupendous. Stewart gets in the end zone. We take a 2-touchdown lead. All the pressure is now on Air Force. Air Force has run 27 times to their 10 passes. I don't know if this offense really has what it needs to be quick in terms of scoring down the field, but it all has to be done by the run. All the pressure in the world. I think their quarterback must be knocked out for the entire game, because here we are, not seeing it back in, but another big hit. Ray Walton comes in for another tackle. He has nearly 10. Ray Walton has 9 tackles, 4 of those being for loss, 1 sack as well. I mean, what an absolute game he's having. Big-time players making big-time plays. They're putting their tight end in motion. We're going to have Lowe watch the running back out of the backfield. He's staying in for protection. The quarterback's out here scrambling. Nah, we ain't allowing that, buddy. We got dudes, and they coming for you. It's starting to feel like we cracked the code a little bit. We figured out maybe how to slow them down a little bit, and all of a sudden they aren't nearly as effective as they were. Look at Barr keep his hand down on the ground and keep going. I think the biggest thing we changed at halftime is getting a lot of our guys set to the edge and making sure that if they run, they've got to go up the middle, which has not been their strong suit. Now we're doing all this talking, and here we are on third down and very short. Need a conversion. We missed our last third down attempt. Barr's going to find some room here. Struggling a little bit in this game to find the big runs, but he's still being effective. Little weird formation here. We're going to send Stewart in the backfield. Oh, we got a guy. We got a guy. Gavin Hall, the backup running back. He's a playmaker. They really had a linebacker trying to cover that dude out of the backfield. He is absolutely a burner, and you have no shot to cover him at all. Third quarter's winding down. I like what I'm seeing from the squad. Going for a little check down. Probably not what we should have done. If we had just thrown it with our feet set, it might have been a couple yards. We ultimately lose one of that play, but again, I think we're ultimately fine here. 2nd and 11. Barr goes in the backfield. A little play action. And they're all over it. Riley gets hit hard. It's a loss of 8, and we got 3rd and 19 coming up. It's a kind of crazy conversion attempt here, but we're still going to try it. We got our guy zooming, and it's RJ Riley with another big play. He hasn't caught many passes today, but he's still been really good. 3 for 51 and a touchdown. 1st and 10 again. Riley makes an adjustment. He's got his guy in the inside, and it's Anthony Minor in the end zone. You don't see that happen very often, but Anthony Minor had a mismatch, made the most of it. Air Force hung with us for a long time. We have found a way to figure out what they're doing, and we're exploiting it right now. We have found a way to figure out what they're doing, and we're exploiting it right now. This is a team that is not made to pass the football, and they're in passing situations now, and that's not ideal for them. 2nd and 10. Watching the running back out of the backfield. They throw out of bounds because they had nobody to go to. After going 8 for 8 on third down, they're now 0 for 2 in their last 2 conversions. You'd love to see that. Can our guys get one last stop here? Quarterback trying to do something. We have multiple guys miss. Are you kidding me? How do we miss a sack? Not once, but twice. I mean, as much as I thought they were out of the game, there's still plenty of time left for them to make some noise. Back at it again. Their QB scrambling, but again, guys are ready for him. That was Jason Capson, the sack, adding to an already illustrious career here in Cascade Valley. Further adding the accolades to his name, and their quarterback's just a little off target there. I mean, remember, their QB was like 2 for 19 coming into this season. He's not exactly a great passer. This is the backup who's struggling a bit. 3rd and 13, though. They've been really good on most of their third downs. What can they do here? QB's feeling the pressure. Their offensive line is just leaving them in shambles, and Walton gets his 10th tackle of the game. 4th down, bumping our guys back. Just keep them in front of you. Don't let anything big happen. John Hall, what was that coverage? What are we doing? I just have no words for how terrible that was. Hall let that guy stun on him over there in the edge, and then he was on an island after that. Their quarterback throws one, and now it's nearly picked off by Matthew Fowler. Big moment here. Can they actually capitalize to make something happen? With a QB throwing like that, probably not. We are doing our best to try to lock them up. They've had really long, tough drives, and honestly, I think it's wearing on our defense a little bit, but Josh Cole says, you ain't coming across the middle now. 4th and 3. Major play here. Lowe's coming in untouched, but we had no safety help, and they immediately recognize it and throw it. Air Force is not giving up, and I give them props for that. They're down 21, and all these long drives aren't really helping them. 5 minutes left, 2nd and 11. We blitz, and yeah, that QB knew the pressure was there. 3rd and 11, feels like a passing down. Cole's gonna try to bring some pressure. We got a lot of dudes there. Bobby Edwards is a hit on him. The running back is there, and he somehow stays in bounds to make it 4th and 3. I cannot put into words how tough this Air Force, I've almost called him Arizona like 7 times. This Air Force football team just does not give up. Playmaker after playmaker. These dudes are... Ray Walton, what was that? Ray Walton, you scared? Because you just peed down your leg. You had this dude named Cannon Turner running at you. You had no coverage responsibilities, and you backed up. You're lucky you an All-American. 4.5 minutes left. We're trying to just go ahead and lock this one up. Yes, Air Force scored, but do we care? I mean, a little bit, because I'm nervous. It's 14 now. Because if we come out here and don't do anything on offense and go 3 and out, all of a sudden, things are spicy. Riley's got some guys, but again, he gets that first down. This dude is finding a way to get it done. It's actually been a pretty mild game for Riley on the ground, only about 26, 25 yards. Usually that dude's running for like 50 plus every game. I guess our run game in general just hasn't been that impressive. We haven't really got that many yards. It's been more of a casual, sort of just grinded away focused game and nothing crazy. 3rd and 1. Barr back in the game. Might be a concussion. With the momentum they've had, I don't really want to give them the ball back. I believe in our offensive line. We're wasting a little bit of time here. They're down 14. We've got us to pretty much the 2-minute mark. And Jason Barr just secured this game for us. Now they got to start using timeouts, and the Air Force coach is not happy. Make them use their timeouts. Their undefeated season is over, and ours continues. We're the #1 team in the nation for a reason, and Jason Barr is trying to prove it to him. 1 timeout remaining on 2nd and 7. The safety's coming up almost in the box, but he chills. Jason Barr cuts it up, and that's going to seal the deal as Barr ices it. Added to the accolades, get the confetti ready, but look, job's not finished. The Rose Bowl W is great. We got more. A national title is what we're thinking about right now. This has been an unbelievable season. It started off so strong with John McConnell leading this team to what felt like the promised land. He goes down with a career-ending injury, at least in terms of Cascade Valley. We'll see what happens to him in the NFL, but Cedric Riley is picked up. He had some rough starts. He had to get acclimated. We had to fix a little bit and work the offense around it, but that dude is the player of the game with 4 touchdowns, 350 through the air, and 26 in the ground. We got our quarterback of the future. I'm pretty sure of that. And because of that, there's a nice little trophy. Another one to add to our collection. We got the Big Ten trophy. We got the Rose Bowl trophy. And Air Force has a blemish on their record. What an absolutely incredible game. And way to battle back in the second half. Recapping the stats again, 19 for 21 for Riley, 353 yards and 4 touchdowns. He played one of the best games of his young career, and I'm happy for it. On the ground, Barr was a little more quiet today. 20 for 86 and 1 touchdown. We see Riley go for 26, Stewart go for 18 and a touchdown. Barrett got involved for 11, a career high for him. And then Baker goes for 7 as well. The running game honestly wasn't amazing, but it was consistent. Tom Baker balled out, crossing 1,000 receiving yards on the season, which again puts him in rare company and the most yards we've ever had in a season by any receiver in Cascade Valley. Even though Baker didn't score a touchdown, we get a touchdown from Jason Barr, we get a touchdown from RJ Riley, and we also get touchdowns by Anthony Minor and Sean Stewart. A lot of different people got involved in the passing game today, and honestly, it was a really good one. On defense, Ray Walton led us with 10 total tackles, 9 of those being solos. John Hall had a lot of tackles today, mostly because he was getting burnt, but that's neither here nor there. From a sack perspective, we see a lot of guys there. Mark Mullins, Mario Moses, Jason Capps, Stephen Lowe, Dwayne Cole, and Ray Walton. Interceptions, well, honestly, we should have had a couple out there, but we still didn't get one. We are going to move into being 14-0 after this week, and it's just wild to me that we've come this far in just year number 5. The question we have to answer is whether we're facing Oklahoma or facing Notre Dame, can we keep up with an offensive and defensive powerhouse like both of those schools? Air Force was a difficult opponent, but it was more so because they run an unconventional system. But Oklahoma and Notre Dame, they have weapons and Heisman contenders and award winners all across the field. Air Force didn't. The tests will be massive, but honestly, I believe in our team. We are playing some of the best football we've ever played. Our backup, now starting quarterback, is playing in his own mind, or just out of his own mind right now. And honestly, I believe in him. If this team can just get things going in offense and block for the running game, Oklahoma, Notre Dame, it don't matter. Cascade Valley, be national champions. Be safe, be smart, tell somebody you love them. Catch you guys on the next one.